This may work. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Hello, how are you? Chat box. The chat box is not on. Okay, can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's go back to this thing here. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's go back to this thing here. Okay, can you hear me? Can you see me? We got a late start. I'm going to cut this bit off so it'll look amazing. It'll look amazing. Steve Cuff is here. Claire is here. Why is this thing on? I don't know why this thing is on. Oh, this is something new. This is something new. Let's see what this one is. I've got 29 people watching here. Not as loud as usual. Okay. Not as loud. We're going to first, we're a bit loud. I've got two things on the screen. This one has 28 people, and this one has 28 people. So I'm going to just delete one of these things. I'm going to delete this thing. And now we're back here. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do you see the chat? Everybody. I'm not panicking as much as I used to. Remember how much I used to panic? How loud is it? Okay. Can you keep saying that no one? Okay. You can hear. I can hear you and see you. Thank you, Mark Therosian. What about you, Jedster? No chat box on the screen. Okay. You can see the chat. We started 12 minutes late. I'm going to cut the first 12 minutes off. We've got 29 people there. Okay, there we go. This says it started. Let's press this on go. Okay, here we go. Now we're good here. Thank you very. I want to. Okay. Now, let me just turn this. Am I muted now? We can't hear you. Can you hear me now, Ruben? Can see you now. You can't see me now. Okay. Lucy's here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? There's, I don't know how this thing happened on the screen here. Sound check is fine. Who says the sound check is fine? I need everybody. I just don't need one person because people have here different things. You could, Bo says he can see me. And you can hear me. And then we've got this thing back up there. Okay. I'm going to do one thing. Thank you very much, Lud. I'm going to do one thing. I bought it at a charity shop, my shirt. Thank you for saying that. Your spelling is having some serious problems, Lucy. That wasn't to me. Um, I'm going to now turn off the mic and audio mixer because that wasn't on before. Okay, Claire? Okay. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer. This is Lewis Schaffer's Uncooked live stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We've got 32 people watching this at the present moment. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Remember, I'm in this room all by myself. All by myself. I'm not a solitary person like this, just talking in the sky. This is no like late radio type show. You know, one of those horrible shows with Play Misty for me or something. It's not like that. Okay, this is typical of the show. Can you hear me? You can hear and you can see. Lewis, do you have a spare room at your house that Kermit could move into? I'm gonna kick this son out. He could move into here. He could sleep right at my feet. Okay, thank you, Chester. Maybe you could come in and help. Rachel is here. Thank you, Rachel. You know, Rachel's one of my favorite names. When I was growing up, I was in love with a girl in the town that I was in, the little village. Not, I mean, it was a village, I guess, that I was growing up in. So that was a good thing that I was growing up in. So welcome to today's show. It's the 10th of October. I'm gonna be all right. I got into a fight. I was yelled at. I'm not gonna say who I was yelled at. It wasn't one of you people. It was a friend of mine, old friend of mine. And because I went to the rally for Britain, the whatever it is, Unite the UK, whatever it was called. I went there. Now I'm like a horrible person. A horrible person. I mean, it's disillusioning because she has no idea that her little leftist lifestyle, university educated lifestyle, where she wants to be a boss lady, is going to be all gone. All gone. She's going to be forced to wear a mask, kill your dog, uh, be married. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible initially. And, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll all die. I'm not going to say who we're talking about. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say who it is. Okay. Is the sound? She's a dumbass, Lewis. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Because she thinks, because it's this whole leftist we are nice business. We're nice. We care about strangers coming into the country, but we hate the people that are living here. When I say hate, we want them dead and kicked out of the country. That's what she believes. I don't know if she believes that, but I think she does. I'm not saying who it is, Lucy. I'm not going to say who it is. It's me for being bad. Me told when she says I can't talk to you because you're a horrible person. I'm a horrible person. I'm saying warning sign. What's that song? Warning sign. That's the Talking Heads. Let's find out what that song is. Warning sign. Warning sign. Song. Talking Heads. Okay, remember this song. Can we hear this song? Pay attention. You remember this? You probably don't remember this. It was the Talking Heads. They were brilliant. They were American, and they were brilliant. And then they were brilliant. Okay, so we're back on track with this show. It's going to be an amazing show. Every show that starts off this way, I'm going to try not to get too excited about it. I'm I don't want to be told that I'm a bad guy. Maybe I am a bad guy. Am I a bad guy? Am I a bad? Raise your hand over your head. It's not Carol Vorderman. I think I like her. I don't even know. Anyway, I don't even know if I like her. I'll coax you back to the cult. Yes, Rachel. See if he wants to come back. He got upset because I was telling him he was wrong, and he's a scientist, and but I don't think I hope he doesn't hate me. I don't think he hates me. He came up with the Lewis Schaffer gang. Have you seen the graffiti art they allowed in Canterbury Cathedral? DM'd it to you. Let's see what it is. I mean, that's a bad sign. Isn't that a bad sign? I think it's a really bad sign that I don't even know what it is. What it is. But I'm so old, I remember the original graffiti over 40 years ago in New York City. His name was something something 155. Something something 155. And I want people to stop. I'm getting too many messages on my thing here, but let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I think I know what I'm beginning to know what I'm doing a little bit more. I want to apologize for the beginning. Um, let's see what we got here. Lucy shared a post. Yeah, yeah, that's really, really ugly. I should take a picture. I take a picture of that. We'll put the picture in Discord. How about that, Lucy? We'll put the picture in Discord. It'll make an incentive for people to join Discord. It makes my blood boil. It totally does that they graffiti. You know what I mean? It's like it's like when they destroyed the what are they the monasteries. I hope an advert doesn't come on. My volume is way up. Is it too loud? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Bo says, you are adorable. That is really sweet of you. Thank you, Bo. I really appreciate that. You are not a bad guy, Lewis. No, I'm not a bad guy, but I am a bad guy because I don't like to be told I'm a bad guy. I mean, I don't. I think it took a little bit of nerve for me to go to this demonstration. I was a bit afraid. I don't like going to demonstrations anymore. Jubals, isn't it curious how human nature works? 35 people turning up to watch you who think a lot of you, and yet one person's criticism is enough to really knock your mood. Or the fact that I could, it was a whole series of things that weren't working. And let me just say this, and Kermit came in and basically fixed it by telling me what to do. He fixed it, but did I say thank you to Kermit? No, I forgot to say thank you to Kermit. I forgot to say thank you for Kermit. Read out the tweet for Blackadder's, Lewis. I can't see it now. What is the tweet? Lucy, I live near there and yet don't know about it. What is it? Can do you have time, Lucy, to put it on Discord? Or should I put it on Discord? Maybe I should put it on Discord. I'll have to put it on Discord. Let me see how to do this. How do you save image as open image, save image, copy image, image copied? Let's go to Discord. I'm going to go to Discord, so you'll have to bear with me. Discord.com, open Discord, open Discord. Then I'm going to go over here. I think I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to go here to here. I'm going to press it in the bottom. How about that? This picture is on Discord. If you go to Discord, will you stop being on this stream? Because if you're going to stop being on this stream, I will not post it on Discord, Lewis. I meant read out the tweet. DM you read out the tweet you DM'd. Okay, I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry. I'm not a good person. Lucy's all upset with me. The Church of England decided this week to cover the interior of the oldest the Church of England. Did they mention a person's name? No. To cover the interior of the oldest cathedral in England in graffiti in order to represent the voice of marginalized communities. The very Reverend David Monteith, Dean of Canterbury, says there is a rawness such as magnified by the graffiti style, which is disruptive. It is unfiltered and not sanitized. It's this kind of graffiti has been done for over 40 years. It's about as unoriginal as any form of art ever. It's like something from the 16th century that's been done and done and done. I don't even know. It's so boring. And the people who make it are really boring. Absolutely boring. The fact is, it started in New York and it was totally destructive, and we didn't stop it soon enough. We should have captured the people and killed them. Not that didn't do. I did some. Anyway, the exhibition, this exhibition, Lucy, I'm reading this, intentionally builds bridges between cultures, styles, and genres, and allows us to receive the gifts of younger people, like these. This is who we're fighting to save. These people, okay? It's actually stunning how much of the elite of Britain hate their own culture and civilization. That's what the writer of this Drew Pavlou, says. You couldn't invent this satire. They are literally scrawling graffiti on the walls of ancient cathedrals. Everything beautiful is just torn down and destroyed. 1.5 million views. You know what? I think we should send this out. I'm gonna send this out. I'm gonna send this out. This broke my heart. I'm gonna write down. It broke my heart. This broke my heart. I'm sending this out as a tweet. This broke my heart. Okay. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. Okay. Well, thank you very much for Lucy. Lucy, do you want to add anything to your comment here, Lucy? Because I think it was brilliant. It was brilliant that you put it up there today. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be on GB News, MC Scott, who's 6 foot 3 inches tall and fit, according to what I read before. DJ S. Scott Free, welcome here. Unblock the original browser add-on. It will fix the problem. What is the origin browser? What is that? Says DJ S. Coffee. DJ Scott Free. Sorry, it said. I thought it said coffee. It didn't say coffee. Where's my eyeglasses? I'm gonna go get my eyeglasses. I'll be back in a second. I'm getting my glasses. You know what it is in that? It's the glow. Look at how horrible I look. Eyeglasses, so unnecessary. Anyway. Um, I can't find you lot on Discord. I'm there, Lewis Schaffer. You see my name somewhere. Go to Lewis Schaffer on Discord, I think. And if you need help, we'll send you an invite. If you can't get onto Discord, I will send you an invite. Um, Anyway, so the reason why the church is doing this is because they're globalists. They're absolute globalists. There you go. Join the Discord there. Can you see the Discord underneath there? I see you. Just press on that, and you'll have to register and do something. I don't know exactly what it is. We got 60, 70 people there, so that's pretty good. No one needs eyeglasses. Yes, I could read without it. It's just a bit easier. Haha, no one needs eyeglasses. What is the topic of discussion on Real World? Well, do you call this Real World? Who is Trump going to carve up Gaza with? Blair. Yeah, he doesn't understand that Blair is horrible because he's a salesman. Everybody's great. He's like me. Everybody's great. So I hang out with horrible people, basically. I hate hanging out with horrible people. I've got to let me just delete this thing. See if this thing doesn't come on. Yeah, because they're globalists, and globalists hate English people. They hate white people because they're not true globalists. They're everybody but white people or whatever. Western people, Western ideology. They want us dead. We have to know that. You have to know that. The Muslims want you dead. So DJ Scott Free. Okay. Tell us what you think. How can I do that? Does it need to be done? Can you hear me? Can you see me? If you can hear me, if you can see me, then we're going good. We don't need to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to be industrious today. Claire's going to look at it later. Okay, there you go. I put it up for you guys to see. But so everybody thank Kermit for doing this. Lucy, Real World is a show you're on tonight, Lewis. Is it? Is that what it's called? I mean, it's me talking to what's his name? Talking to Alex Armstrong. I think he's very good looking. He looks like he's got makeup on. That's how great he looks. Lewis, well done. You spelt it out. What did I spell out? I don't know. Oh, Lucy, well done. You spelt it out. Well, you had to because I didn't know what she was talking about. I never know what Lucy's talking about, and she thinks it's like so funny. or you think I'm an idiot or something. I am an idiot. Today's show was like that. I don't know what the topic is. I'm there for like 9. I don't even remember what I did. I put on a clean white shirt. I put on a blue blazer. How did I rate my performance? 5 out of 10. I don't know. It wasn't the performance. I'm just sitting there pouring a pint, which I did not pour very well. It was like the first pint. I mean, maybe I was set up to make it look bad because it just came out whiteness. It was horrible. Is this show starting at 5:30? Steve Cuff. Which is this show? Is the Lewis Schaffer Uncooked show starting at 5:30, or is it the Real World? Which that's what I've been told is the name of the show. I look I looked good. I looked like an older person. Oh my God. You were the end section. I don't know if I'm the end section, Joodles. Unblock browser add-on, block the ads on YouTube. How do I do that? You block. Is it unblock or you block? You have to spell it out, DJ. I don't understand it. Okay, 2 out of 10 for your pulling skills. No, it came out horribly. I was told to pull slowly. I pulled slowly, and it just made it horrible. And then I had a bit of a drink. It was an IPA. Who does not like IPA? I don't like IPA. I think it's like horrible. It's got so much stuff in it. It has so much hops in it because it's meant to travel distances. I'm going to deal with the ad blockers after the show, according to Kermit. AD after the show. Right now, I'm just trying to calm down now so that everything's all right. Yeah. You can still pull. Everybody knows my affection for Claire C. Everyone knows that. Never pull slowly. That's why it was destroyed. Okay, well, I would say you must know that because you come from a place where they drink this horrible stuff. It wasn't horrible. I don't normally drink IPAs. I don't like IPAs. The fact that I know what an IPA is says everything that I know it. This Alex is lefty in the corner. I'm not in that section. I'm not in that section. I hope to be on the show all the time. I hope to be on every show all the time. I want to be on every single show every single day. I want to be busier. I want to be so busy that I have no time to do anything, and that's my excuse. That's exactly what it stands for. Indian Pale Ale. I think it's either Pale Ale that was shipped to India or shipped from India. I don't know which one it was. Um, it took a long time, Ruben, to get up there. Epping Forest, yeah. Took Buckhurst Hill is where the pub is. It took a very long time. Okay, a very long time. There's no peace coming to this country. There's no peace. When my friend, who knows I'm a good guy, just because I go to some demonstration, she thinks I'm a horrible person, I should leave the country. I forget who the lefty was. I mean, I don't like lefties anymore. I used to be a lefty. They don't like us. They want to kill us. The difference between a lefty thinks we're evil, and we think a lefty is just not knowledgeable, a bit dumb, a bit dumb. That's the difference. Isn't that the difference between the left and the right? The left thinks that we are racist, Nazis. We're scum. We're scum. Daz is here. Good to see you, Daz. It took a long time to get up there, Ruben. It did. Where I live, I gotta get over to the Windrush line, naming the train line after of a boat carrying people to destroy this country. Possibly. I'm not saying I believe that. Peace is not possible when the tribes are blinkered. Um, yeah, could be. It's for every country, right? I've been to the Three Colts. It's a nice pub. It is a nice pub. Run by Adam Brooks. Yes, really nice pub. She's a controlling narcissist to say that to you, Lewis. Where you go and what you do is totally your business. Yeah. She was really upset. And she said her father would like roll in his grave. because I went to a demonstration supporting the working class people. The working class people. Where people are in favor of mass migration, they're in favor of diversity and multiculturalism because it comes from, it's like it started in America. The idea, oh, we're American and we're all different people. It's actually an empire belief, is it not? An empire. I'm in a really bad mood. Let me apologize to people. I don't think we should name a train thing after boats that come to this country. Take it Lewis was insulted, I see you. Why do people do that? I don't think she did it to insult me. She just thought I'm wrong. I'm wrong and I must be a bad person. And she read that the 100,000 people that went to the demonstration were bad people. Really Nazis and fascists or whatever they call us. But I think there were 3 million people there. Maybe there was 2 million, however many there was. She sounds unhinged and in need of an exorcism. Well, who's going to give her an exorcism? I don't know that. Can you do that? I was chuffed the day he followed me back. Who was that? Joodles. We're having a session after the show, so I'll deal with it. Was tradition to your satisfaction? It was Joodles who suggested do that. I thought it was pretty good. I like the idea of adding sedition into it. It makes it very, very political. Windrush was an important and interesting piece of history, but it has been used to purport some really horrible team world agendas. Not to purport, it was team world. Why should we let people move to this country to run buses? We should just pay people more money to run the buses. Um, that's what we should have done. Japan did really well without letting anybody in. They shouldn't have let me in. You let me in a bit too. Who needs someone like me coming to this country? Who needs that? I just watched about 7 times. I absolutely pissed myself. If you go to YouTube, there's the video that Kermit did of me singing tradition, and Judith says she laughed. Matkel Stadler is related to Johann Strauss, who composed the Blue Danube Ross. Well, aren't we all related to somebody? And then considering Johann Strauss, didn't he live about 400 years ago? Or was he an 1800s guy? And he lived then. And so the longer you live, the longer that guy is, the more ancestors you have. The short was amazing indeed, Blackadder is saying to Kermit. So thank you, Kermit, for doing that. And they want slavery reparations, Alex says. I want to do that thing like that thing. Makes your brain explode. It makes your brain explode. They want trillions of slavery. Yeah, we should say, you know what? We should then put them on a boat somewhere. Where did we take them? Send them to Liberia or Nigeria or Ghana. 420,000 followers and follows 118. So don't take my special badge off me. Who are you talking about? To half Armenian. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Someday we'll be slaves. I'm a Jew, so I might be dead. I may not even be a slave. They'll just kill me. I mean, we have been slaves. What about the Barbary English who were captured and taken to there? How did you pronounce waltz? Ross. Ross. No, I said waltz. Did I say it wrong? The Blue Danube Waltz. I thought I pronounced it properly. So what I would like to discuss today, which we haven't really discussed fully, is why I should not be upset. Number one, about being called a horrible person because I went to that march. Apparently, they won 18 trillion pounds for every black British person, even 18 trillion. How much is that? Is that a million? How many black British people are there? You know, how many? How many years, good years, did you live in this country? where you fed yourself and you didn't die. I'm against it. Ruben, not the Mossad tie, please. Okay. That Alex. I mean, it's a bit shocking. It's totally shocking. It's totally shocking. I'm against it. I'm against giving out money for that. The fact is, the British people ended slavery. Fact is, Muslims there's slavery now. In how many countries are there's slavery? And they don't even tell you there's slavery. Okay, so this country has been very, very good, and we need to stand up and we need to fight for it. Are we including Gary Lineker? In what way? In what way, Rachel? I don't know how. I don't know what you mean by that. Stop being a big girl's blouse, Lewis. For someone who is so opinionated, you seem to have a thin skin. I don't understand. I want to be liked. I want to be liked, Steve. I want to be liked. I don't like when people don't like me. And I also want to be nice. You know, I'm not a bad guy. I don't think. Gary's father used to bully me. Truth that. Was Gary's father a coach or something? People will always criticize others' decisions, says Jules, and we all deserve the right to do so, Lewis. She's entitled to call you whatever. You could choose not to listen. Half Armenian and I were talking about Adam Brooks. Okay, okay, okay. Blackadder says, what about the paying reparations to the enslaved? They have been paid the equivalent of 50 Marshall Plans just in the last 50 years, roughly. So we have paid back enough. Exactly. Never be nice to somebody. There's that old saying, when you try to please everybody, nobody likes it. That's a really good, we've paid back enough. This is the anti-reparations channel. I don't look that good here. Maybe if I go here like this. Uh, you are liked by nice people who put you down. People who put you down are not nice. Yeah, well, what if somebody's nice to me and then they put me down occasionally? It's just Lenny Henry doing a publicity stunt to sell a shit book no one's really interested in. Very cynical, if you ask me, says Ruben. Could be. Could be. But I think you know, he's a Christian, I assume. Wait till the country's taken over by Islamists. And he's a Christian. He'll be looking for English support. Or maybe he'll turn into a Muslim, like all those Muslims in Nigeria, who are then being killed. Or the non-Muslims. That's what Ruben says. WTAF. What was the camera maneuvering? I've lost your hair. Okay. There's something about I don't look that good here. I don't know. I don't look that good. Eaten bread is soon forgotten. Is that a religious? I think I've seen that, but where is that from? Eaten bread. Marianne McCara, where is that from? That's brilliant. It says you were starving, I fed you, and now you want more. A bit childish, but really, we just say no to the reparations. And we can't follow that up. And we could follow that up by saying, you're welcome to go to war over it. Yes, Daz. Yes. Yeah, we need to think like that. And if you mention it again, we'll go to war over you. Just shut the hell up over it. Possibly. I think Lenny got a nerve after his Chinese impressions, etc. He's certainly not whiter than white himself, figuratively speaking. Um, I don't know. I don't remember him being in this country. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. So um, Mark Therosian says Marianne, and Alex says from Peekskill, Peekskill in the house, Peekskill in the house. So, so what is our impression of Lenny Henry? Was he funny back in the day? Was anybody in this country funny back in the day? Lewis. Just an old saying indicating that sometimes people forget kindness and generosity very quickly. Yes, yes, okay, yes. Eaten bread is soon forgotten. Yeah, they forget it because they're hungry at that moment. People are horrible, and we horrible. You guys are not horrible, but there's so much horribleness, basically. Alex, yeah, where is Alex from? How old is Alex? Are you fat? Zoran Mondami for New York mayor. Um, yeah, I don't think anybody who's a foreigner should be elected to political office. Even if they, like me, I can't even vote. It's bad enough the comments that I'm making. So the answer to that question, Zoran, is no. What do you, but also he's a communist, and communists or globalists or feminists are the total losers. What do you say about him, Alex? Yes, Alex, we need to say peak skill as we have so many Mary Anns in this chat, says Mark Therosian. He's making a joke. He was funny when he did the old Jamaican man called Deacon's. Okay. When was that? That was like years and years ago. And he spent all those years being married to, what's her name? Who was fat. Who was fat. And she's woken up and says, I'm not going to be fat anymore. Because fat is bad. How much do you weigh? How tall are you? Are you a man or a woman? What's your diet? Let's go do that. Lenny was all right, says Kermit, but he was given many opportunities. They fell off by the time he became the chef and married Dawn French. I mean, comedy performing is really hard, Kermit. Lewis Schaffer is a huge internationally famous TV celebrity from GB News at this moment, but that may not last. That may probably won't last. Here comes Lucy again. Did you see the story about the German mayor who was kept in her basement and tortured for days and stabbed by her black adopted daughter? That's horrible. Not that she's black, but that that's horrible. Was she how many days and was she killed? Hours. Oh, she was hours. And what damage was done to her? I mean, besides psychological damage. I look at my kids and I think to myself, are they going to turn on me? Sometimes I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Because you got to love your kids. That's what's so hard about having kids. You got to pay the more attention you pay to a baby, the less you have to pay to the adult. Is that when they're a baby, if you cuddle them and hug them, it's very similar to women. Um, if you pay attention to them, okay, pay attention to them, then when they're adults, you don't have to worry about them kidnapping you. And it's not, I mean, who knows? I'll have to read what the story. Should I go look and see what the story is? I'm going to look and see what the story is. Bit black, German mayor stabbed. Isra Stolzer. Which of these can you trust? I'm going to trust the Daily Mail more. German mayor was tortured for hours by her adopted daughter, 17, who kept her in a basement and brutally stabbed her, leaving her fighting for her life. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Can I tell you another reason why I'm really feeling bad today? Because I had a slice of pizza and six nectarines. Young pub goers may need. This is something. No, what happened there? The Hardecke mayor, Isra Stolzer, was airlifted. Oh my God. Linda's reports claimed that a gang of men had been responsible for a condition, with the daughter making the first call to emergency services after she found her parent bleeding out in an armchair in the living room. The mayor, taken to Bochum Hospital, where the extent of the brutal attack was revealed by doctors. She had 13 stab wounds to her open body, as well as multiple hematomas and blood and skull fractures. Okay. She survived. She's going to be okay. She described to the police the shocking timeline of events in which her teenage daughter tortured her in the house basement for hours. Yeah, that's really sad. It's really, really sad. They had to carry her away. I mean, Germany's a country similar to ours. Similar to ours. She described to police a shocking timeline of events in which her teenage daughter, okay, she went down to the basement and saw her, pretty, woman. How old was she? Does it say how old she was? Did I read how old she was? Maybe I missed that. She's hugging some man in the street. She's a politician. She adopted a daughter. There's not. I'm gonna have to go to another. Let's go to the stream and let's see what else there is. Lucy, you can eat just one nectarine, Lewis. You should try it sometimes. No, I can't. I bought a punnet, which had six of them in there, and I ate all six. Just zump, zump, zump. And they were all right. They weren't the best, but they were all right. So, what about this woman, Lucy? You're looking particularly handsome tonight. Thank you very much, Claire. So, have you applied for citizen? Can we not ask Lewis Schaffer personal questions like that? The answer is no. The answer is no. Maybe I should. I should do everything. I'm so I lack industriousness. What did Lucy want to say about this? I said not that she's black. It's not that she's black. Adopted kids are dangerous kids. They're dangerous kids if they're too old, I think. I mean, maybe you're adopted. I shouldn't even say anything about that. They're looking for love. What what are you saying, Lucy? Talking of funny, this is what Stig says. Welcome, Stig. What do you think of the Carry On films? I'm not going to answer that because I don't answer questions unless you tell me what you think about something and the reason why you're asking me. I'm asking you because you're a comedian, something like that. I need to be asked the question. I need to be asked the question. I need to be asked the question because your body is crying out for carbs. Laugh out loud. It's not crying out for carbs. Carbs just taste good. My body is crying out for heroin right now. I want some MDMA. I want coke. You know, just because things taste good, that doesn't mean your body is crying out for them. I could live without it. I could eat six plums, Mary Ann McCara, but they are smaller. I love plums. So do I. So do I. So Mark the Rosian, my body is not crying out for carbs. There's Lucy, which I appreciate Lucy. Actually, I appreciate her, but she's basically you raise this point. Why is that interesting? This could have happened in every country of the world. Every country. I don't drink, I don't smoke, says Mark. We're gonna go. We can't talk about that on the air. At least six different fruits for a bit of variety. I could have done that, but these nectarines were quite small, so why not? No, Claire, no. Coca-Cola. I love Carry On films, says Mark the Rosian. I mean, I've seen a few of them. I don't remember. I think the last one I saw was about 25 years ago. She's 57 years old. Why does it matter? Um, I don't know. Adopting is dangerous. Is it not dangerous? Is it not dangerous? And also, she wants to be a boss lady, a politician, and that can build resentment with her children. Can it? What do you think about that? It builds resentment. We're trying to avoid resentment, basically. Okay. It's really interesting because it's like how the show starts. It's kind of like how it finishes. I can't figure this out. I can't figure how to stay emotionally relaxed about this. I don't know how to do that. Carry-on films are funny. Miss MC Scott says he's grown out of it, out of the carry-on films. I think you'd be great in a carry-on film, like Frankie Howard type character. I might be. Thank you, Stig. Where are you from again? You're from the north. LDS is pretty wild. LDS, Joodles, not LDS. Um, is that a joke? Did Joodles make a joke of this thing? No Coke, Pepsi. That's John Belushi. And his brother became a big star, Jim Belushi. I mean, he was crazy, John Belushi. He was like absolutely crazy. Um, he was absolutely crazy. Let's get back on track. Okay. Um, Stig is from the dump, Lewis. What does the dump mean? Oh, Stig is from. I don't know what you're talking about. What does it mean, Joodles? Stig is from the dump. Is that from the TV program? What is the TV program called? Um, can you tell me how to get to Sesame? Stig of the Dump was a book and kids TV series. That's quite unusual. Okay, very good. It's a book. I didn't know it was a book. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. Exactly. That was at that place. It was a skit. Marianne. Remember that? Of course I remember that. I'm old enough perfectly to remember that. A recent case where body parts were found in a suitcase by Avon Bridge near Bristol. Turned out it was two gay men who had offered housing to a new Muslim migrant. He chopped them up. Yeah, Reuben. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether that's common. Is that common? It makes the news when that kind of thing happens. And then the guy got caught. At least the guy got caught. I assume he got caught. Is that what that means? Oscar the Grouch. I love trash. Yeah. This is from American version of Sesame Street. Did you have Sesame Street in this country? I don't know if you did. I don't know if you did. The Cookie Monster. Are we going to list all the single things? I didn't really watch it because when it came out in 1967 or 69, I think I was 12 years old. Lucy says, I watched His Kind of Woman last night, an odd film. Ends up switching back and forth between film noir and comedy. Not sure it really works well, but still very enjoyable. Okay. Is that on Netflix? I'm writing it down and I will never look at it again. His Kind of Woman. What attracted me to that is you said it was odd. It's odd, said Lucy. Film, Lucy. Can we take a break? We've been on for an hour. Maybe less, maybe, I don't know if we've been on for an hour, but can we take a break? And everybody go to YouTube and press the like button. Can we do that? Can we press the like? That's the thumbs up. We got 23. That's all right. 35 watching. I mean, whenever these shows happen this way, the tension is so much, it exhausts me, and I'm exhausted anyway. I'm really, really, really exhausted. We also see, um, okay. We also see Robert. What is? We also see Robert Mitchum doing ironing. What is that from? Robert Mitchum doing ironing. No, they're famous people on that on the show. People wanted to just be on the show, just to say I've been on the show. It was quite good. I mean, I helped tidy up something. I don't remember what I did. I did something. Maybe I didn't do anything. I don't even know where that came from. That's a weird thing that I thought I actually did something. Something random. I worry about our pork sausages and bacon will be poisoned one day. I mean, you don't want to spread that, but yeah, yeah. They could say, this is in our caliphate. We don't want you to eat it. We don't want you to eat it. And then getting together with the people who say, you're killing animals. Next thing you know, there's going to be no pork sausages, or we'll be too afraid to eat them. Daz, totally right. Do you know what's good for tension? Low carbs. That is true. Unfortunately, low carbs only cures 99% of all the problems we have, lead. But low carbs are good for lots of stuff like that. And so Daz, I see you, speaks to Daz and says, pork sausages are already poisoned by the factory. They're not so much poison. The actual thing that makes them poison is where they come from and what they're eating. If they're eating corn, um, American style corn, then they could be very high in omega 6. In my experience, John Miller's here. Thank you for coming. We're up to 38. In my experience, boobs are the best stress buster known to man, and it's all natural. That's exactly right. A nice boob. I'm in favor of that, and I'm 17% gay. So there you go. Very good point. MC Scott laughed at that. MC Scott says laugh out loud for Lud, but laugh out loud for John too. Ah, okay. Low carbs or boobs. Those things are very good. Low carbs or booze. That laugh out loud, that was for Lud, but laugh out loud for John. That's a tad sad, John. What about boobs? Um, yeah, because it's not. Is it true for women? Are boobs comforting for women? Not as much as they are for guys. Can somebody answer that question? If you're feeling all stressed out, a woman's bazoomies, are they nice for women? I know they're nice for men. Maybe not all men, maybe not gay men. They find some bad stuff, their mother trying to ram them in their face while the mother takes them to a little Sainsbury's. John, you could have you have to. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. We are going to. We're going to. We're going to. We'll probably do a stream later because I'm this whole beginning part of the show. I walked around. I walked 10,000 steps. I did a very bad thing. I had a slice of pizza and it was cost £5.40. I'm so rich. I'm so rich. I had a pizza too. So I'm pooped. I knew this was coming. I mean, can you see I'm falling asleep? I should be more professional. Maybe I should have had a cup of coffee beforehand, but I had already had a cup of coffee today. So we'll we'll come back. At what time should we come back? Before we leave, let's make sure that everybody likes the stream, even if it's been one of the worst shows we've ever done. This stream has been one of the worst shows. It's the shortest show. 10:30. We'll come back at 10:30. GB News at 7. I'm exhausted. They didn't see me coming. This is how much they charge. I see you. £5.40. Leanne came a bit late. 10 p.m. says Mark DeRosian. Let's make it 10:30. 10:30 to 11:30, and maybe I'll go right now and take a nap. I'll do that. I mean, I'm just a human being. Maybe I should be more professional. I'm actually embarrassed that I'm passing out. I'm actually embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Um, um, so we'll see you later. I've already said we're going to leave. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to make sure I have a cup of coffee, even if I stay up late. Even if I stay up late. Okay? All right, 10:30 tonight. Can we all do this? Can I ask for Kermit's help? Can we go to Discord? Can we go like this stream? Can if you haven't already, can you join? Can you subscribe? How come there's been no gain in subscribers? Are they not keeping the subscriptions? YouTube. Why is that? Maybe I'm being blocked here. Can we do that? Can we go to paypal.me? PAPAL.me and maybe go to Ko-fi, Ko dash FI. How about that? There it is up there. Ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer. How about do that? You're not embarrassed, Lewis. You are never embarrassed. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I wish I was a better person. I mean, are you do you not think you're a better I want to be a perfect person. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to love me whenever I'm around. The PayPal donations requested. Yes, please. PayPal or Patreon or Ko-fi. I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm not asking for it properly, but it's important. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. I mean, do I say goodbye? What do I do next, Jules? Do I say goodbye? I have to say goodbye. I don't want to leave because I think you're all here. You're all here. There's only 33 people here. I'm always tired. Ghost, FM Ghost. I'm always tired. Why am I? I don't get enough sleep. Could it be my diet, FM Ghost? I don't know. I'll tune in later. We'll tune in. I'm not saying goodbye to say hello again later. Why not? Why not, Mark DeRosian? Why can't you say goodbye? Why can't you say goodbye? All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Shortest show ever. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. So, I apologize.